Hello. So my three questions this week were: how do I help my students have the desire to keep learning after formal schooling is over? How to teach for understanding and not just knowledge? And how can I get my students to ask deeper questions? I feel like all of them kind of fit under the first one, is having the desire to keep learning after formal schooling is over. A quote that stood out to me this week is by Albert Einstein. It's located in the reading one of the readings that we did. It says, "Knowledge must be continually renewed by ceaseless effort if it is not to be lost." He goes on, but that's the part I want to focus on. It is important that we are continually learning and continually growing to be able to keep learning. Some of the things that will help them or help us figure out that is to find what we are good at and what we enjoy. Make sure that the students are engaged in the learning process, that they are able to be a part of it and not just be lectured to. Setting goals is another huge way that we can be continual learners, and then helping them understand why knowledge is important and why we need to continually learn. As for the other two questions, teaching for understanding and not just knowledge, there's a quote in another part of the readings that talks about the purpose of teachers. And it says, "Let the main objective of this our didactic be as follows: to seek and to find a method of instruction by which teachers may teach less but learners may learn more, by which schools may be the scene of less noise, aversions, and useless labor, but of more leisure, enjoyment, and solid progress, and through which the Christian community may have less darkness, perplexity, and dissension, but on the other hand more light, orderliness, peace, and rest." So having more discussions led by the students, having them ask questions, having them help each other find the answers instead of just finding them for them, and being able to promote that discussion between everyone. And don't just go through the motion, make sure that they understand what you're teaching and not just teach to teach. The last question was, how can I get my students to ask deeper questions? James 1, 5, and 6 came to mind, just the fact of asking and having true intent to follow through, and have the faith that they will find answers and then be invested in their learning. So, and then there are my resources.